So I recently bought this $2,000 mountain bike. To some of you, this might sound like a lot of money. To others, this might sound like peanuts. But if you knew where I come from, where $2,000 can actually buy someone an entire house, then you would understand why this is a big deal to me. And as I ride this bike around town, as I ride this bike around the beautiful trails that we happen to have around here, I cannot feel nothing but gratefulness at the fact that I have gotten to a point where I can easily afford a bike like this. And it hasn't been easy, and that is why I wanted to make this video here today, because if you're like me, you might have grown up in households where our parents didn't really have the best relationship with money. Maybe you grew up hearing quotes such as, money doesn't grow on trees, you gotta save for a rainy day, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God, and such quotes that give you a bad connotation about money. And as you grow up listening to these negative phrases, you make a conclusion in your mind: money is bad, and for that reason I don't deserve to have it. And I honestly think that was me. For a long time it was very difficult for me to make money. I would get my bank account to a certain amount, and then something would seem to happen. My car would break down, a family member would get sick and I had to let him borrow money, or some other thing would happen that would keep me from passing that threshold. And it wasn't until I learned what I'm about to share here in this video that I finally was able to break through, and my life is a lot better now financially. So that is one thing that I want to talk about here, because you need to be aware of all that crap that they told you about money growing up. You know, as we grow up, we see these things and these phrases as something that, you know, maybe our parents or family members are right about. You know, we hear all these bad things about money, people killing each other for money, people scamming others. In fact, for a long time in my life, I remember thinking, you know, if someone has money, it's because they either sell drugs or do something illicit, or because they scam other people, because that is the idea that had been given to me about money. I remember some family members, we lived in a really poor area, and I remember some family members, when they would see this nice trucks drive by the street where we lived at, you know, they would immediately criticize those people. They would come up with things and with rumors that they had heard that those people made their money by doing illegal things, or they would just outright, you know, reject those people and say, oh, you know, I don't like them. They think they're all that just because they're driving nice cars and have nice things. And through listening to things like that, I unconsciously developed a bad relationship with money, and maybe for that reason it was so hard for me to keep it for a long time. So the first thing you need to do is be aware of what beliefs you hold about money. Do you think money is evil? Do you think rich people will end up in hell? And you know, one thing that I find ironic when I talk about this thing is that the people that were telling me these things were people that were religious, yet they would constantly criticize money, but they never failed to ask for this same money during their weekly sermons at the church. And up to this day, you know, those people are still struggling. I still know a lot of them, and I mean, I am aware of people in my family that are still struggling, because they fail to accept that money is nothing but an energy. Money is not good or evil. Money emphasizes whatever you already are. So if you're a shitty person and you happen to get your hands on a good chunk of money, then you're gonna use that money to do crappy things, you know. But if you're already a good person and you happen to get yourself or your hands on a lot of money, you're gonna use that money to make your life better. You're gonna use that money to help family members, to help other people who are in need. And of course, you know, life is about enjoyment. Life is, if you can, you know, if you have the freedom, you can have the freedom that you want, and money can give you just that. So time to erase that negative belief or negative beliefs that you have about money, because money money is an amazing thing in this world, man. Like, money has given me the opportunity to be able to afford, to easily afford this bike, to be able to enjoy these beautiful trails. I used to have a really crappy Walmart bike, and I almost broke my ankle once because it was so crappy. It was very heavy. You know, I couldn't go up hills like I do now. The suspension was terrible. And money has allowed me to enjoy of these nice things. And it is for that reason that now I respect money. You know, I don't make money my God like a lot of people do, that they'll do anything to get it. You know, but when you're adding value to people's lives, when you are doing something good, why not, you know, be compensated for it? And that is my new philosophy about money now. You know, I don't consider money to be good or evil. I see money as an energy that flows wherever it's respected, whatever it resonates with. And if you constantly have negative feelings about it, then money is never gonna go to you. And if you do happen to get your hands on money, since you're not vibrating at its same resonance, you're gonna end up losing it. Something is gonna happen. You're gonna, you know, make some stupid decisions, or something is gonna break, and you're gonna end up losing the little bit of money that you might have gotten your hands on. In fact, this is what happens when people win the lottery and they're not ready for it. You know, there's studies out there that people that win the lottery, they end up going broke because they don't know how to handle money. They don't understand money at an energetic level. So whenever they get their hands on it, you know, subconsciously they tell themselves, I need to get rid of this. I need to spend this because they've told me growing up that this is evil, that now I am at risk of ending up in eternal hell. So it's a little windy here when I'm recording this video, so my camera just fell. But anyways, I just wanted to leave you with that. This is gonna be a short video, and what I want you to take from this is to understand that money is a great tool to have in this life. It gives you freedom. It will allow you to buy nice things and enjoy them. It will give you opportunity to help other people and change their lives as well. So erase from your mind whatever negative feeling, whatever negative belief you associate with money, because at the end of the day, money is an energy. Money will obey whoever has its hands on it. You know, if you're already negative at heart, if you already, you know, do bad things, then you're probably gonna use it for bad things. You're gonna ruin your life even more if you're already going on a downhill path. But if you are already a good person, someone that's kind, someone that, you know, knows what they're doing with their life, then money is gonna be an amazing tool for you. So before the wind drops my camera again, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna continue with my bike ride, and I'm also gonna leave some clips here in the video so that you can see the beautiful sceneries and the beautiful trails that I get to enjoy here with this amazing bike. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.